Spontaneity. Packing up your things and heading to the Cape in a moment's notice. Making plans only to change them minutes later. These moments, the ones that make you want to stop time and just revel in them, those are the moments that you chase after. Lend me your hand and we'll conquer them all.
I was sitting in class on Wednesday when I got the text from Vincent asking if I wanted to stay at his family's house in the Cape. Obviously, I couldn't pass this up, even if it did mean that I was going to miss 2 classes on Thursday, but I didn't care. How could I say no to something like this? As we were driving down, I realized that the sunset was going to be absolutely breathtaking and full of color. So I told Vincent to take the next exit off the highway and navigated us to sort of a hidden gem that I had found out of pure luck. And my God, did we get lucky with it.
How fickle my heart and how woozy my eyes. I struggle to find.
There's just something about watching the sun go down, the colors changing, and the air getting a new chill to it that makes sunsets so addicting. So as I'm whipping up some flatbread pizzas, I get a call from Carl saying he was going to head down to the house so that we could catch the sunrise tomorrow. I couldn't wait. Sunrises and sunsets are 2 things that I will never get tired of looking at. The next morning, we were moving a bit slow, but I was wicked excited nonetheless. We hopped in Carlton's Jeep and started our trek to this lighthouse that he had found the night before. It wasn't a far trek, but even if it was, I wouldn't have minded. Chasing the sunrise, listening to music, and talking with friends, not much can beat it. You get there, and it was everything that we could have hoped for and more. The sun was just starting to peak above the horizon, and everything was starting to illuminate. So we get out of the car, and it was a bit chilly. Being right on the coast, the wind was not our friend at the time. But it didn't matter. We were just enjoying the moment. Watching Carlton bust out like 5 straight backflips off his Jeep with the sunrise and the lighthouse in the background, it was awesome. And a moment that I won't soon forget. Moments before our fingers froze off, we got back into the Jeep and headed back to the house to make some much needed breakfast. Once we get back to the house, I start getting breakfast ready. Carlton starts uploading the pictures and videos, and Vincent goes to take a shower because, well,
That's it?
that. We had eggs, sausage, and English muffins. It wasn't much, but it sure did the trick. Breakfast is my favorite meal, and enjoying it with friends makes it even better. Then we headed back out again, with no real destination in mind other than we knew we were going to end up by the beach somewhere. I wanted to get some content for American Coastal, so I tossed Carlton in a hat and asked him to throw it on for a couple of minutes. But he didn't seem to mind too much. After that, we went back to the house again, as Carlton had to leave soon. But we shared a couple more stories and a couple more laughs before he did. So Vincent and I packed our things and headed back out to one last spot before we started the trek home. He wanted to go to Corporation Beach, which, based on the name, I was a little skeptical of, but it didn't disappoint. At one point, we started running on the beach, more or less just to get our blood flowing and maybe warm us up a bit. The views we had from this little trail thing that we found were spectacular, and it was the perfect way to end the trip. After our short little hike, we got back in the car and then started the trip back to Boston. This trip was a much needed adventure and will definitely not be the last. So until next time.
This guy decides to quit his job and head to New York.